Hello, everyone, and God bless you. Welcome. I always say God bless you. I'm sorry if you don't know. I'm a pastor, minister, and I'm an educator. I run a university through the church based, and it's we're developing that. It's and so I just simply always say God bless you. So forgive me if anyone's offended. Shouldn't be offensive, but there's some people that get triggered at the notion of God. Okay, it's funny because I participate online a lot in debate groups, and while most people don't like to be involved in debates and they figure it's a waste of time and whatnot, I find great education in transacting there. Um, I test things out. A lot of people say, "How can you believe that? How can you say that? This and that." I'm testing. I throw things out there to see. I was a member of this atheist group for a while. I hadn't said anything, contributed anything, engaged in any of the posts because I was just observing. And then it came to me the yesterday as there was a post there that I was attracted to make a comment, and then after that I went in and made my own post and presented a scenario. The funny thing is that no one has yet, I haven't checked today, but no one in the group has yet to deal with the scenario I presented intelligently. And the ones who have engaged it are just tripping over themselves. It's just amazing to watch. It is like, yeah. So again, it's and what saddens me is how many people they you think you know something, you think you're intelligent, this and that, or people become or join these atheist groups and movements because they figure that being an atheist is like smart. I'm smart if I join this group. I'm an atheist. It's smart to be an atheist. And I have seen I've been dealing with religious debating for a long time, and I've seen some great stupidity within the religious groups, and the atheists have not disappointed in that area. There's just tremendous stupidity as well, and it's shameful. I wouldn't be embarrassed to be associated or called even an atheist because you're just encamping with a lot of low level minds there. It's just appalling. So it's sad. It's sad because no one's able to duel with me. But anyway, getting off of that drudgery, let's get into what we came here for, which is business advice. And what I use to give you business advice is what comes in. Isn't it nice spam? I love spam. Spam comes in and gives me things to talk about. So, as usual, I'm sorry, I just, well, you guys didn't see that. I just obliterated something, but you didn't see because it wasn't pushed over. So, good. So, let's go into my little box here and let me just take care of these new things that came in and see if there's anything else that I want to talk about today. We just have a few emails that qualify, give us something important to talk about. So let's do that. Let's get over to that screen and let's see what we can do with that today. And as usual, we have, well, that's only because. And let me just fill that bottom is out. Right, so. And okay, so we're not gonna float around the cameras. We know the same story as last time. Here we have an email, interesting, that gives us some fodder to deal with here. Trying to get that thing to slide over. Okay, this is it. This is the email of the century right here, right? Isn't it? Can't you see that? And let me just give you a. I don't like to show all that info there for no reason. There's really no reason for it. So let's look at this. This will explode your income. Everyone would love to get an email like this, right? You get an email and it says, this will explode your income. This one is by far, this one what? Is by far the hottest selling product of 2019. It is selling like crazy and works like mad over and over again. Explosive pay is simple with this system. I was about to say symptom, right? So urgently click this urgently. Wealth Today System 2.com. Huge benefits. Can be marketed online or offline. Make huge commissions. No list needed. Make money fast. Use trainings to market anything. Okay. If you want to change your financial future and want to do it in a hurry, then I highly recommend. We have techniques so proven and powerful, you will have people falling all over themselves to join you. This must be, he's trying to make me join, right? So I'm showing you how to do math here. He's trying to make me join. Obviously, he ruined it in the end. Then he just he just messed it up at the end because if without that ending, you would be still wondering what this is. Although I still have the same condemnation of it, but you would still not be able. I wouldn't be able to tell you for sure what this is. How you're making your humongous money. What does he say again? Huge commissions and all of that. So I wouldn't know what this was based on. But now since he threw that last line, now we're sure. This is all of this is having people falling all over themselves to join you. And he wants me to join him. See that? So now we know that this, what we're looking at it. And matter of fact, see, new member sign up emails, many per month. So new member sign up email. So he's telling us mind blowing amounts of money sent to your account weekly, all on 100% autopilot. So basically, this is another one of those recruiting things that you do basically the same thing this fellow is doing. The problem with that is that this fellow is already emailing the group of people that you would be emailing. If you join this system, you are joining the same system this person and maybe a few hundred or 1,000 more are already marketing to. They're already sending out these many emails per month. So then all you're doing is adding your email to the other millions that are going out to the same group of people, to essentially the same group of people. Although new people can always get into a list, over time, but it's not going to be. It's a waiting game. As new people get involved in these lists and sign up, and they're not really targeted. They're general, and in one of these things, I know it talks about general products in the internet business type of niche. But basically, this is what you're getting involved with. And unless you have another way to get traffic, remember I said that the number one key in being successful in an online business or even in an offline business is customers. You need to know how to find them and how to bring them in. See, that's the number one skill. Before your great idea, you have a wonderful business idea. Oh, this idea is going to make me a lot of money. I'm surprised no one ever thought of it before. Everybody thought of it before. The problem is they can't get people to buy. You see, they don't have the people. They don't know how to get them, and it's hard. That's the truth. So let's wake up and smell the coffee. Did you have your coffee yet? I know that there's other broadcasters online that have their coffee when they start up. Okay, I should start that too, so that because I think it's more germane. He does it as a synchronous sip. Yeah, I'm talking about Scott Adams, the cartoonist for Dilbert, and so he starts his broadcast with a simultaneous sip. So I should do the same thing. I should do the same thing, but it's not to be a synchronous sip, but a wake up call for everyone, because it's more fitting for our crowd, right? Wake up, wake up and smell the coffee. So let's have a synchronous smelling of the coffee here, so you can wake up. All right. I give you sound, very good business advice here in this channel, and so let me get this going. I give you some good advice in this channel to steer you away from wasting your life and time. Okay, if you don't know how to get customers, you don't have a large pool of people that you can reach out to, you're not going to be tremendously successful anytime soon in anything you do. Now, if you're part of a giant church, 10,000 members, there's a multi level company selling shoelaces, you could make some money with that. You got 10,000 people to run through before you run out. And then each of them, they can refer to you 100, right? So you're talking about 1 million people in just being a member of a 10,000 member church. You can reach out to 1 million people. That it'll be some time before you run out of people to reach out to and to sell to. So that's the difference. Now, if your church has a paltry number of, you're under 1,000 in your church, and you only hang out with like five, you better keep praying. You need to pray for a miracle. Simply, you gotta have faith in God. But the problem with that is having faith. You see, faith is based on evidence and substance that you need to provide. You do need to provide something. So I'm telling you off the bat, that's not the way to use faith. That is a wasted faith. It is a misapplied faith, wrongly utilized, and that's why a lot of Christian people, they say they have faith and they're going to believe God for a miracle and this and that. God is waiting for you to learn something. So you gotta match that. God's not just going to do a miracle for you just so that you can stay ignorant. You got to be careful with God. God's going to teach you first, right? So be careful, folks. Listen, take this as a message from God. Learn your stuff first. Don't come to God with faith and this and that. And in terms of business, learn business, learn what you have to do, and do what you're supposed to do. Then, when you've done everything that's humanly possible, then you can come to God with some faith, and He's faithful. But don't come to God lazy. You didn't do your homework, and then you're gonna pray. It's like a child. Why don't we all just do that? We don't do any homework. We don't study, and we got the day of the test comes. I'm gonna have faith in God. I'm gonna have faith in God. Listen, God passed His test already. The problem is you. So you need to do your homework. Bottom line, He ain't gonna do that for you. Okay, that's one mountain you're gonna have to climb. All right. So we're getting back to our teaching today. So listen, again, when you see things like that, simply you have to interpret them and just realize that you're going to pay money into this system. It's going to be a while and a lot of effort for you to make money. When you're looking to make money, you have to have a solid plan. And these things are not solid. You're just going by what someone says. So you have to be careful. Of course, everything is someone says. You go to buy a car, a house. Oh, this is a wonderful house, or this is a wonderful car. Any type of business, somebody's saying something. Somebody's selling something. I sell businesses, right? But it depends on what is being talked about. You got to understand it. You have to look at something and say, this is real. This is something that people need. This is something that I know I can sell it to my friends right away. They want this. And if I go to them with it, they will buy it right out of my hand. See, so when you have and you know where to get more customers, you know what to do, and you don't have any problems going there. You're going to a flea market, you're gonna stand in the street corner, you have no problem doing what needs to be done, and you know that it can work, that you've done it before, you have experience, so you know this can work, this is something I can do, then you have something. But if you're going by unknowns and here it is emails, and you already know, what do we already know? That where you're signing up for, they're already there. That's what you already know. So they're already marketing to those people. If they got people for you, they're already selling this to them. So who's going to reply to your emails? So you have to think about that. You're depending on some other forces, aliens, to drive new emails into these systems so that you can sell to them. So it's like I said, people, you try things, they don't work, but it's because it's almost like what the Bible, you ask and you receive not because you ask wrongly to satisfy your own desires and your your what they call your lusts. Is you're doing the same thing here. The Bible even talks against that, and you're doing the same thing with these types of responding to these types of offers and emails. You don't know anything about how to get clients, how to get emails, and yet you think that you're gonna make become wealthy, daily mega amounts of income. Okay, so you want to smell the coffee? Wake up now. Can you hear me? Do you hear me? Okay, let's go on to our next email. See what wisdom we can glean. Okay, so you go goodbye. Let me get this. Let me get this going. Okay, so he goes bye bye. Oh, we have an approval on one of my sites. You see there? That was a new sign up that I got on one of my sites for all the hard work that I do. I'm not using any of these systems or anything, so I know what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Wow, you got to see this. You got to see this, man. Right? And it says this is going viral very fast. Learn how to earn over 50,000 residual income by giving away free viral traffic. Join for free and start earning today. So, the first thing right off the bat that you understand here is that you're giving away free traffic. You're joining for free, so that means it's the same thing. Here it goes again. This is what you're going to be doing here, folks. You don't need to. This is all about selling, signing up into these lists. Now, what happens is after you sign up into these lists, of course, you're going to again discover that the list you're signing into is already being marketed with this offer. So, of course, they're either going to tell you to join these other lists, or they're going to talk about these premium sites where you can then market to, but you'll have to pay some money. This one's for $10 a month, that one's for $25 a month, but you get a million emails. They're selling the same thing to the other guy as well. So again, it becomes the same question. If this is being offered to the other guys are marketing already to the same traffic that you'll be. All that has happened here is that now you're out $10 a month or $25. It could be one time payment, but how are you making 50,000? So it's not going to be a one time payment then. He already told you it was residual. That means it keeps coming in. Because there's a subscription that's coming here. I don't even have to visit it. I know what's coming. Ah, I'm giving you the benefit of my experience. This is what's coming down the pike, okay? So learn how to earn over $50,000 residual income by giving away free free viral traffic. It's all an email list. Of course, this guy's on it before you are, so he gets commissions. While you're following his fumes, to not say something else. And then you are then have other people then follow you if you can do that, or you're chasing the rainbow, and it becomes just another pyramid scheme really, because all you're doing is chasing the rainbow. He's chasing the rainbow before you, and you got to just get others to chase the rainbow with you. So that's it. One of the appeals to this type of work, because a lot of people don't know what to do, they don't have a lot of brain power. So I'm not trying to put anyone down, not here. Don't debate me though on the in the atheist groups, okay? I gotta tell you right now. But there's no need for that. But the thing is here is that you have to be careful. And my best advice for anyone, people with intelligence and knowledge, and people who don't know, everyone needs money. Everyone needs to make some money. So some people don't know, other people know things, right? So it doesn't matter either way. If you don't know a lot, if you know a lot of things, you need something solid, both of you. It's like food. What does it matter that a person is stupid and dumb, right? That stupid and dumb person needs to eat food just like the most wisest man ever. Both of them have to eat to survive. So this is the same thing. You don't need to be smart to be successful in business, but you need business. You need a business. And when I mean business, I mean something that is transactional, that can work for you, and that is tried in your own life and experience. What will work for you? What works for you? Don't try to imagine that, oh, if I do this or if I get this new toy, or if I start doing this, yeah, I'm like, no, you have to start with where you are. Where you are right now, you need to know how you can make money with you, with what you know how to do. And you start with that because you know why? Because that's solid. That's a solid. There's old fat women, ethnic women that know how to cook up little things that people love to eat. They are better business people than most internet marketers. Than most people here getting these emails and trying this and trying that. Those old fat ladies. I just do that. There's nothing wrong. I'm a fat guy, but I'm just saying, you guys like to put down people. They're fat. They're old. They're ugly. But they have more sense than you. See? And that way they're better and more beautiful. They have more sense because the lady knows that everyone loves her little confection. And people will, they try one for free, join for free, and they will buy a whole box. And you know what? They'll keep buying. That's what you need. You don't need internet, this or that. You need to know how, what it is that you make and do already that people want to eat, that people want to buy. It doesn't have to be foodstuffs, but it's just a lot of you have talents. A lot of you have things that you know how to make or that you know how to do. And you should really be focusing on that to make money, even if it's just initial money to begin to do something, scale it up. And you should have, at least in your own talents and abilities, something to support then some real business. And it can be online, it can be what, but you'll need money, and it has to be solid. So that is the best advice you're ever going to hear, because dreaming and doing things that you don't know how to do. Oh, but there's free training. We're gonna train you and this and that. Okay, so that's the one thing. Now it's different if you got me training you, right? If I'm giving you training, see, that wouldn't my training be better than just going by what any of these guys say, right? So my training is better. So that I'm the only exception. So you want to do something that I'm offering and I'm giving you training to do it, then that one you could think about, because at least you have knowledge of who I am and what I and how I teach, and you know that we're talking about solid stuff here. Okay, so that's the little difference here. So let's go. Some people say, you just snuck that in. Okay. Here you go. Here's one. If you use WordPress, you would like to make your marketing effort 10 times more profitable, easier, and 100 times more easier, then you really need to check out its just released unique WordPress plugin called Two Traffic Machine. Okay, so in a nutshell, let me just tell you what this is, because of course I already read it. This is a new WordPress plugin that basically, honestly, does the same thing that old WordPress plugins did with YouTube. What it does, and what you can do this manually. If you know how to use WordPress, you just start a new post. You go to YouTube. You can go to the trending subjects, right? Trends, and you see what YouTube videos are trending. You copy the URL, you go back to your WordPress site, you paste it into the post, you talk about it, you do something there, whatever it is, and just publish it. So you have done the same thing that this plugin does automatically. However, what you've done manually is actually better. Why? Because the automatic thing is good and quick, but it's not particular. So what's going to happen is that everybody, remember, it's taking the what's trending online. It's doing the same thing for everyone who has this plugin. and other plugins that are similar that will do the similar thing. As I already told you, this is not new. So think about it. If you have thousands, 10 thousands of WordPress owners with this plugin or similar plugins, there's like every day there's like the top 10 YouTube videos, right? They're all going to take the top 10. So where does that leave you? Again, in the same predicament, having to find people to go find your website. For that, you don't need to do that. You didn't need to pay for that. You make your own blog, you write your own articles, you then do some simple link shares here and there, blah, 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 and do some other things like join my traffic multiplex program, and you're done. You don't have to do this. Okay, but at least you're not depending on this for things really that you still need to pay $300 a month for SEO anyhow, even with this. So again, it sounds good. If you look down the list he has of the benefits and all that, look at where the massive traffic comes in. I love it. You have to look at this. Look at this if you can. I'm sure if you can't see it more close on your screen, there's a limit to how the emails can get zoomed. But here he says, look at this, getting you tons of free traffic. Where is the tons of free traffic come from? It says, and then it will post to Facebook. And then it will post to Facebook. That's where the tons of free traffic come from. I'm posting on Facebook right now with this video. So I should be getting tons of free traffic. Yeah, it just gets sillier and sillier and sillier. Facebook has nothing to do with this plugin. So now, how is it that Facebook now is a reason for me to spend money on this plugin when they have nothing to do? There's no agreement between Facebook and this plugin to send me tons of traffic. So you got to look at these things for what they are. The only thing this thing does, it goes and finds the top 10, and you can hopefully it does this, hopefully by niche, say, okay, I'm into electronics or I'm into shoelaces, like we used that example before. So get me the top 10 videos on shoelaces. Hopefully it does that. But even if it does, there's still 100,000 other website owners with WordPress who are looking for videos on the shoelaces too. And most probably, they already have their websites ranking on Google. So again, unless you're planning to subscribe to a search engine result page from inodal.com, as I've discussed before, you're not going to get on number one even with this. Because out of the 10,000, 100,000 people doing the same technique, right? There's only 10 spots on the first page of Google. So again, what's the point? It's more money that you're losing from your monthly income that you can better implement buying a SERP from inodal.com for me. Simple. And you will be on the front page because you're purchasing it, you're renting it, you are subscribing to have your links and information on a search engine result page on my search engine. Period. Better deal. So that's that with that tool thing. Again, if you're interested in automating YouTube into your website, there's other things that are free. Another caveat, I've been trying to automate blogs forever since I started on the internet. It used to be very easy because you didn't do anything to it to customize. Right now, though, it really doesn't help you. You can get penalized also by Google if you do that. So if you're trying to get a smile from Google and have a chance, you're not going to get a chance with these automated processes. The way to use it is to, yeah, have it create the post according to what's trending, but do not have it set to automatically publish it. Have it set to save it as a draft, and then you go in. You have to put this on a schedule, or if you have the money, hire a virtual assistant to go in and to customize that post more, give it some more substance, and then to publish it onto the onto your website. Absolutely. Okay. And again, and that just resolves the problem of having quality content. The other thing still is to get on that Google results, or to manually promote on Facebook, but that's also a problem because Facebook, unless you're paying for Facebook ads, they really restrict how much advertising, how much posting you do. Take it from me, I know I hit the limits every time. So I'm doing that free posting as much as possible. So I understand. So they really do limit you, and I'm suspecting sooner or later they're going to start limiting even when you post in a group. Not everyone in the group will see it. So when they start doing that, Facebook is a piece of junk. Okay, that's why I keep telling people go to interestnexus.com, which you will have no restrictions at all, and you can make all the money you want because you own the group. Always giving people good advice here. Own the group. Facebook doesn't let you own squat. You can't even, they even want you to pay for your own post to get boosted to your friends. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous, right? So again, people have to start getting smart. You have to get smart. I can show you the water, folks. I can't force you to drink. You got to use your brain. Simple as that. So those are two platforms that I simply would be leveraging on. Yes, transparently, they're my platforms, but I'm giving you great advice. Am I giving you good advice? So then you'll make it with my platforms. Because all my clients, I put them on my platforms. I'm not sending them to Facebook. I'm not sending them to Google. I'm not saying they're coming to my platforms. I'm the guy that telling them exactly what's going to work for them because I've been around here doing these things for years. So all this stuff is a waste of money. Put your money where it's going to matter. Where it's going to matter. And even then, it still takes some time. You got to build up. People have to get used to knowing and hearing about you and seeing your site and getting that quality content, and then things will start moving. But that's the way to go. Hosting is another thing. You should be hosting with me, community based hosting. We promote your website. What other hosting's promoting your website? None of them. See? None of them. I'm promoting your website. And I'm on Roku TV and Fire TV. 220 million people. Come on, folks. What Google? What? Okay. All right. So that's my rant for that. Let's continue on this road of discovery today. The next thing here is a signing up. Oh, this is the cannabis thing. Ooh, marijuana. Marijuana. Who doesn't want to sell marijuana? I mean, we were talking about what makes a serious business, right? You need something solid you can sell. And some people out there saying, "Well, I know how to sell weed. I know I can sell weed. I know the friends that I can sell weed to. They'll buy it right off of me." So here is a business for you then. This is CBD, which is the cannabis oil, and a lot of people use this. It's a great painkiller, as far as I understand. But this is the thing. I mean, this is like the legal way to sell pot. Whee! All right. So in any case, what they've done to this, of course, because they always have to turn everything, even toilet paper, into a multi-level marketing scheme. So of course you have your multi-level marketing. The problem here is the following. It's sad because it says here when you join, if you've been sitting on the fence about setting up your own weed oil business, well, I'm going to have fun with this. Now would be the perfect time to get started. Why? When you join my team, we'll give you 5 personal signups. See, that's the reason. Because now it's not about the oil. It's not about selling weed oil. It's about getting signups below you. Now we got the pyramid scheme. See, because it's all about the pyramid. And when the day is done, it's about the pyramid, man. It's not the weed. It's not the weed. It's the pyramid. Okay. So basically, you get money. My team helps you get 5 building down. When everyone has 5 down, just 3 levels, your 47 auto ship is paid for. So you'll get your drugs. You get, well, they're not drugs, they're oil, right? Weed oil. And you're getting $47 paid for when you got 15 folks underneath you. Now, so how many people got to get into this really? You start thinking about that. That's 15 below me. He's trying to get his 15. And anyway, once you get these 15 people below you, that would be hard even for some drug dealers. Let's talk. We're going to talk about this. This would be even hard for some drug dealers in the hood to get 15 of his cohorts to get involved with anything serious. So, but let's just say, okay, so let's say he could. I got my 15 bros here. They're with me in this program. So now, what do they have to do? They each have to get 15 too. And we'll soon be trying to recruit on Mars and other aliens. I guess that's why they're seeing more aliens. I think they wanna get into a pyramid scheme. You'll need them because we're running out of people to get involved in our pyramids. Simple as that. We need aliens. Hurry up! Aliens, come, show yourselves. I have a pyramid scheme for you. We need it. So, yeah. And now then it says if you had your product paid for, your product. You see, it's even sounding. Oh my goodness, that's drug talk. That is drug talk. You know that. You ever seen Breaking Bad? If you had your product paid for, yeah, I want my product. He should have used stash. If you had your stash paid for, and a $100 a month profit, because you see, $100 a month profit. Look at that. So we know that $47 it gets paid for by 15 people. Now, for us to get $100 a month profit, then we need at least 2 times more of 15, right? So that's 30 more. That means in total 45. See, I did the math real quick. That's without the weed oil. That's without the weed oil. Now, you would need 45, that's almost 50 recruits for that. Let me tell you something. I got a better business for you. If you can get 50, if you figure that you can do 50 people to join you in anything, you can make $100,000 with me. Okay? Hit me up. You can get 50. You're looking at $100,000. Come to me. I got it for you. Okay? Simple as that. If you feel that you can do 50 people, I got a thing for you that'll make you $100,000. And then after that, I'll show you how to turn that $100,000 into $10 million. So come to me. I'm the millionaire maker after all. Haven't you heard? Okay. Let's get on to the next one. Let's get rid of these silly things here. WordPress, YouTube thingy there, the weed oil. Okay, and now here comes this. Oh my, this is the biggie. And I'll end it with this. I don't want to go too long. These things are just so involved. There's so much to learn here, folks. Okay. This thing here is a joint venture offer. Now, what are joint ventures? Joint ventures are. Um, let me try to get you guys here so I can do that for you. The joint ventures are when marketers appeal to other marketers to join them in marketing something. Okay, so they're coming out with a launch of something, and they need other professional marketers, people who do this, who know how to get traffic. Remember, I told you that's the most important skill you need. When you learn how to get traffic, you can be part of these teams because they need you. They really do need you. Now, I'm going to show you something. This says there, look at how it words it. And I know this person, the guy who sends me this, I believe he's the one in charge of a platform that handles payments and marketplaces for these types of deals. So it's not just some marketer sending it out to me. They are, you would call them some leaders in the industry who are helping with their platforms to develop these types of deals and these types of relationships. Okay, so he sends this to me, and he says, Gilberto, welcome to. I'm already there. Welcome to the JVNP 2.0 update, featuring a primary JV joint venture invite courtesy. So I'm already being invited. At least this is the impression that this language is giving me. I'm already being invited by fellow partners. And then he goes through the list, one of which is a name I recognize from, I believe, ClickFunnels. I may be wrong. I think so. I'm pretty sure it is. But here we go. The thing is, even he's obviously name dropping. It's obviously true. But the reason I'm bringing this out to you is to highlight the reality. One moment, folks. Let me just fix that camera for you. Again, I call it a lazy cam. It's the OBS. It's not the camera. It's just OBS. It's the same OBS. It just doesn't want to bring it in each time I change the scene. So, in any case, what I'm trying to show you and point out to you that these are the professional gurus that make millions of dollars. At least one of them I know has millions of dollars in sales. I'm sure he makes a few million or has made a few million in internet marketing. He has major platforms. What are they involved in? Because these are the things you need to realize. What are they involved in? They're involved in joint ventures. Why? Why do they want to be involved in joint ventures? These are professionals. They're winners. They're the successful ones in internet marketing because that's how they became successful. They did not become successful on their own. They became successful because they mastered quality output. That's number one. Quality content, a quality platform, a quality plugin, a quality software. You need quality. Whatever you're doing, you need to have quality. So that's the first thing. Remember, do your homework. Do the thing right. Don't be doing things by faith. Do them right. Then comes the faith. After that, but do everything you can do the right way. And then they still need traffic. What was the number one skill I keep telling you guys you need to have? You need to be able to sell. You have to be able to sell, or right next to you, you need to have the sales person. Hire them, marry them, make friends with them, make love with them, whatever. They have to be, whatever reason they're next to you, that they need to be the selling. Because without it, you have nothing. You can have the best product in the world, and I've seen this happen in the real world many times, and it won't matter because you don't have a person ability with the ability to get it moving and get it out there and get people to know about it. So what do they do is that they recruit joint venture partners, people that know and have experience in bringing traffic, sending out these emails. Hey, this is a new thing. I've been looking into it. You know, I only send you good offers that will make you money. I've checked out these. I've checked out their solid people behind this product. You need this product. We're using it. I'm using it for my business. And you really do need to join me and just get moving with this. So they and you get a few hundred if you can get. Some of them only get 10 maybe of the real pros out there to join up with something like that, and the other 100, 150, they get a few sales, two, three, four, five. So that's the reality. And if you join, you may not make even one sale because that's the truth. If you don't know what to do, if you don't know how to grow in the business, you're if you make one sale, it's not good for you. It's great that you did one, but it's not going to make any impact in your life. And it added another sale to the million. They can make a million at this. They'll have a million sales, and your sale was just one. See, but that's how they achieve their $1 million sales. Is because out of the 100, 200, 300 affiliates that join up, they may have 10, maybe up to 20 real good ones that really know how to do, and they bring in all the traffic. Everybody else maybe does one if they're lucky. But altogether, they create this massive influx of sales, hopefully. And again, it's always hopefully, but it should result in that if those 10, 20 pros, super affiliates they're called, really do the business and really bring it in, and with a quality product, that should be perfect. Okay, so it's just to give you some insight on the reality. Yes, there is big money to be made in internet marketing. Will you make it? If you're starting out today, no. If you have some time in this and you've built up relationships, friendships, partners that help you market the things that you do, and you got quality, it takes time for you to build these things up and have this. So just know that that's what's first. It's really not the millions of dollars. Millions of dollars can come, but you really need to build it. You ever heard that? If you build it, they'll come. This is true for this. You need to build a very high quality product or platform, and when you get to the expertise of building a high quality product or platform that people need, and you know how to get traffic or be partners with people who know how to get traffic, then now at that moment you're looking at your breaking the $1 million mark in internet marketing. But until you get those two things together, happy trails. But you can come to iNodal and at least get that taken care of. And you can even try InterestNexus.com. Take a look at my videos coming up on InterestNexus.com. There's already one or one of the old ones. Take a look at it and realize that if you're trying to start out, InterestNexus.com is where you should be. And if you're on Facebook and you had a group or something, you should be on InterestNexus.com, period. Okay, you'll make more money with us than with Facebook. Okay, take care. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll be broadcasting again in a little while. Take care.